Today's edition of Closed Session, we're talking with Ken Quinney, the head coach of the North Peace Navigators. And Ken, you just finished off quite a wild game with Fairview, the rivalry. And one thing I'm kind of curious about, because I wasn't here when the last time there was a team in Fairview. There were teams in Beaver Lodge and Slave Lake, so we're going back a few years. And has there been a big rivalry between the two towns?
The answer to that is yes. Being that, that's the closest community to Peace River, and there are a lot of players from Peace River on the team. The guys know each other. It does create a good rivalry. Yeah, and both towns are close enough. Fans travel back and forth, so it makes for a good game.
Also notice as well is that including your last one, last-second 7-6 win on Wednesday over the Flyers, and seems like you guys are also in quite a few close games.
Yes, that's been a trend all year. The league is tight this year. Any given day, any team will win, and sometimes the games they just go right down to the last second. No doubt.
Yeah. And just looking at the season, how it's gone so far, 33 points on the season, good for second place, and in the NWJHL. You happy with where the team is at this point, or were you hoping for more? Or is it above expectations? How do you feel so far?
Oh no, I'd have to say I'm happy. It's if you can finish at Christmas time in second place, and with a strong win at the end, guys go home, take a break, regroup, refresh. It's well deserved. Everybody's wore out physically and mentally. So to have a win before you take the break for Christmas there, I think was a very big victory.
Robert LeMay, we know already off the bat, we've seen that he's still the team leading scorer despite he missing a handful of games. How important is this game for him? I know he had a strong game with 2 goals in the win over Fairview the other day, but for him, especially with speed being such a big part of his game, to get those couple of weeks to rest and recharge, how helpful will that be, especially for that young man?
Rob is definitely one of the gentlemen that's going to appreciate this time off. He's going to get to go home, rest, heal. He went through a couple of injuries this year already, and this Christmas break will do him great. He needs it, and he just, not only the physical part of the injuries, but that mental side of the things. When you can't play and you think you should be at the top of the scoring race and you're missing games, that all takes its toll.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And Ken, as well, coming up this year, what are or at least next year, we should say, when the schedule reopens after some well-deserved time off for everybody, what are some of the things that you hope to improve on or tighten up before the playoffs get underway?
As a team, I think we got to show up in numbers, like the last month here with injuries and other reasons. We've been playing with a lot of games with 3 lines.
Yeah.
Now with this break and everybody coming back, hopefully we can finish out the year playing all the games with 4 lines, and that's going to make a big difference going into the playoffs.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And also, I guess, as well, is that one of the things that we know in this league is that sometimes some of the games can be shootouts in this league. Tightening up defensively, how important is that?
It's very important, especially when you get into the playoffs and you're playing teams like Fort St. John who are skilled and quick, who are able to get shots on net. You have to be able to shut down their systems, and the few goals they allow, that's all they're going to give you. You got to get more than they do to win.
Yeah, no doubt. And so far, this is the first season for the Navs in the new arena. I do remember the old one. How is the team adjusting to this new ice surface and new environment?
It's coming along well. It took a few weeks to fit in and make it feel like home, but we're slowly adding to it to make it a little more comfortable for everybody. The ice is great out here. The lighting is perfect. They got some sound system in there now, and it's slowly coming together, and it's looking very well.
And final question for you. We know, at least I remember it from when I was here in 05-06, and it hasn't changed since, is that at least for junior B hockey, this is one of the more packed barns I've seen over the years overall. It's got to be energizing to you, Jody, Mike Fosty, and especially the guys on the ice when they see that there's a decent amount of people out there cheering them on.
Yeah, that's true. And for the players themselves, it gives them, a lot of motivation when they see the crowd and the noise. For the most part of the year, we've had excellent crowds, and we hope it continues because, it is a big part of the team. And we're, as Navigators, we're proud that we can draw in that many people into the building, and, hopefully if all goes well, we get a win.
No doubt. Actually, I do have one more question that I'm thinking about here because as somebody who's involved in hockey, especially in junior hockey, rosters change big time every year. So in terms of like the young hockey talent that you've had a chance to maybe see in the Peace region, are there some, without maybe having to get into specific names, are there some good young players that people could look forward to in the seasons to come, you think?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We have several players affiliated with the team now who some of them have got some games in, and, the future looks bright for the Navigators.
Awesome. All right. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and all the best for next year.
Same to you, Ken.